We're outside the Santiago Bernabeu and Real Madrid have lost 2-1 on the night, 5-1 on aggregate to Arsenal, and they're out of the Champions League. We're joined by two fans,
Hey, Suraj here.
Hey, I'm Tarun.
Tarun and Suraj. What went wrong, man? Did we lose the tie in the first leg, or there was a hope of a comeback, but then Arsenal managed it so well? What happened?
I guess if it were any other club apart from Real Madrid, you'd say that the tie is done in the first leg. But you just get here, you just look at what's happening on the streets outside the Bernabeu, and you see, as they say, Novento Minute en el Bernabeu Molto Longo, and I mean that's the whole vibe in the city, right? So if you say logic-wise, maybe Arsenal sealed the game in the first leg, but the vibe here, like no other club can probably have that kind of a arrogance, a justified arrogance. But then as the game started, you see that okay, there's a limit to how much vibes can do without, like, you know, with the tactics going haywire. And like it was a team of individuals. It was not really like, you know, there was no coherence in attack. I think that was the first thing. You have a lot of balls going on the wings, but then there's no target man in the center to attack the goal, right? And again, this is something that Bellingham used to do last season when he was playing further ahead. Mbappe, I have no idea what he's doing there, right? I mean, he's getting the goals in La Liga, but in such clutch fixtures, I don't think he's managed to show up.
Scored a hat-trick against Man City, scored against Barcelona. Like big games.
Big
I have to tell him, yeah, he did have a slow graph, you know, which went up. But
yeah, he did get those goals, of course, credit to him. But again, as they say, this is a kingdom, and a kingdom can't have two or three kings unless they like kind of blend in together, and that's something I feel was a bit off for them in this season and like this as well.
as you said, can't have multiple kings. Tarun, the king here is Carlo Ancelotti. Do you think this is the last reign of his kingdom?
No, I mean, I don't think so, because we've seen, I mean, we were talking about comebacks before this, and we've seen all the comebacks that Real Madrid has done, right? And then even though you said 3-0, the game was done and stuff like that, like even though the game was slow in the beginning, we've seen Real Madrid come back in the 70th minute, in the 80th minute, in the 85th minute, and then the subs that Ancelotti brings in all the time. Like, I mean, he has a plan. Like even today, when I think Modric came on, I think there was some sort of a hope where like something would happen, like those crosses would get exactly into the right places. But again, I feel he's not done. I feel there's a lot to come. But again, I don't think. If there talks about him leaving the club, I don't think that should be happening anytime soon. Like, yeah.
The fans, the media have already decided his fate. But do you think he should take the blame for what happened over the two legs against Arsenal? Tactically, in the first leg, he had a 4-4-2 that backfired. And then today, I don't think, if the idea was to get crosses in, there were no players to score from crosses. And Arsenal were just much better defensively.
That's correct. I think I would give that credit to Arsenal, and at the same time, probably they didn't have a target man in the box. Like if you're, as you guys were mentioning, if you're playing crosses, you probably need someone. I think there was like a Benzema before. I think there was Jose Lu before. But I mean, yeah, that's way before. But I think the way Mbappe is playing, and then where Bellingham is playing behind him, there is no target man right now, and that could have cost, maybe there could have been some tactical changes there, but I think putting the entire blame on him would be like a lot. Like, yeah.
What do you think? Is it time for Carlo Ancelotti to pack bags, as they say, the English press, pack your bags? Because I feel the players need a change. I think they're getting way more comfortable under him. The eyebrow raising is not working anymore. You need a jabroni beating now. I'm sounding like The Rock, but what do you say?
I guess, I mean, it's one game. Just maybe 2 hours ago, Real Madrid were in contention for the treble. I mean, they still can do a domestic double, right? I mean, it's still
Barcelona have to, like, I don't know how to say it the best way possible, you know.
mathematically it's still possible.
Yeah,
Is what I'm
mathematically,
saying.
but
It's not. I'm not saying they're gonna do it, but hence I feel that okay, that's how football works. Like it's you take the blame, or if you feel that if they had a comeback, then it would be all praise on Ancelotti. So it is what it is all I can say. And again, like credit to Arsenal as well, because that was some watertight defense, especially in the second half. I think coming here and missing a penalty in like the first 15 or 20 minutes, not a lot of teams can recover, like the morale can recover enough to put on a show like what Arsenal have done. So huge credit to them. And I think very few would argue that this scoreline truly reflects, or probably, I mean, Arsenal could have probably scored more as well, or what happened over two legs. So
A lot of things could have happened over two legs, and I think the only positive we have, I think, over the two legs, Thibaut Courtois, man, time and again, he's showing why he's the best keeper in the world. Today, I don't know why Saka went for a Panenka, but he saved a penalty. In the first leg, it's 3-0 because of him. It could have been 5-6, probably more. And if not for Thibaut Courtois, I think it could have gone more embarrassing, more humiliating. But apart from that, do you guys have any positives for Real Madrid? For the two legs or a season as a whole?
the positive I'd say mainly is that it's over. The torture is over in the Champions League, right? Okay, it's apart from that, I can't really think much about, at least from these two legs in the Champions League.
Yeah, but I mean, I know Mbappe like bloomed a little late, but I think it's still for his first year in Real Madrid. I think there's a long way to go, and he will gel in, and he'll fit in like a glove going forward, is what I feel. So I think the coming seasons they would be like a much stronger force to fight with than they were this year for sure. Yeah.
It's all about ups and downs. 2 doubles in the last 3 seasons. It's fine if you. I don't say it's fine if you don't win, but there will be seasons you won't win. You can't keep on winning. Like 36 years in between the 6th and the 7th, Real Madrid didn't win a Champions League. This is football in a way that we know. It can be cruel, it can be harsh. But thank you guys for joining us today and talking to us. It was great pleasure talking to both of you.